This video will demonstrate how to use the Update tab in CasePoint. First, I'm going to open a case. Now in the Case Files tab on the task list, I'm going to click Add New or Edit Updates. Do you want to start a new update? Okay. Now we have a new update. It uses today's date as a default date, or you can change it just by clicking the calendar and selecting the date. Also select the employee name or investigator. In the update section, this is where you can type in brief updates, or you can also put in full reports. This section here will be sent into Microsoft Word into the report template. You can also cut and paste into this section here. Over in the action list, when referring to the local version CasePoint, you won't see upload web files or client web login. What we're going to start with is enter expenses. Now what this is going to do is enter expenses for this particular date for this particular employee. And you enter the quantity. I'm going to enter 8 hours. Let's say you invoice at $65 per hour. This is used later on when sending the expenses into an invoicing, so you do not have to retype them. Expenses, let's say we pay the employee $25 an hour, and I'm going to put in hourly as the description. You can also put in additional notes in the hourly if you want to show that in your invoicing. It's an additional description. I'm going to put in surveillance. So the expenses are $200 and we're billing at $520 for this particular day. You can put as many expenses as you want. You can put mileage, any other hourly expenses, administrative. They can all be placed in here. The invoice demand check mark here will be automatically checked off when you send it to invoice. If you check it now, it would not be available to send into the invoicing later. That would be covered in a different video. Okay, so we have our expenses entered, and I'm just going to enter. Just going to put a sentence in here. Okay, on the action list here, we're going to send. We have a couple options here for sending to Word. Send current update to Word. It's the one we're currently looking at. Send selected updates to Word. And that is if you check it off here. Some updates you might want to send into the Word report, and some you may not. So this particular one's not checked off. And the other option is to send all updates to Word. That would be every update that's in this case. This particular one only has one. Send current update to Word. That would be the update you're looking at. And then send selected updates to Word, and that would be just the updates that are checked off to send to Word. I'm going to send the current one to Word. So I click that. It's going to take all the data from CasePoint, including the subject information and the update, and prepare to send it to Microsoft Word. Okay, these are your Word templates that come with the program. I'm going to select the claimant report with a single record and hit open. And this automatically opens Microsoft Word. This particular letterhead is it's going to open up Microsoft Word. It's placed most of the information that's been entered into CasePoint, so you don't have to retype it. Down here it puts in the claimant information. That's the information on your subject, and it put in the one date we were just working on, which is June 22nd, and it puts in the caption of the address and the text that we put in the update section. And what you would do from here is you would do a file save as, and you'd save it to wherever you want to keep the file. Most likely, if you already created a folder for the case, you'd want to save it into that folder. for easy access. You can also right-click in the update section and do a spelling check. It also gives you the ability to bring up your hyperlinks here and also cut, copy, or paste. You can also email the client from the Update tab. And that will address the update to the client. Subject line will be the case number and subject name with case information and also the update that you'd placed in CasePoint. That works for the local version, basic version, and the professional web version. You can also print case update information. You can select the printer or Adobe. And there's the case information. It gives you all the case information on the subject and file information. It gives you the expenses. And that includes part 1 of the Update tab.